Hello, this is Jo from Daisy, and today we are going to be taking a closer look inside this quarter's Big One subscription, and the theme is adulting. So if you are a Big One subscriber, you will know that every quarter we take a self-care or self-development concept and we explore how we can incorporate that into our journaling practice. This quarter we're looking at home and life organisation, and we have named this box adulting. We've got this gorgeous turquoisey blue with the spring colours, and this really cute whimsical font that we think you're gonna love. So what's inside the box? Let's open it up and explore the contents individually. So there's a lot in here. As usual, I've gone overboard. Actually, this quarter I've gone way over budget, so I'm gonna need to try and sort that out. We've got 5 different envelopes, and we've got a few goodies from small businesses. So let's look at all of those individually. Inside these envelopes, what I've tried to do is take a different element of adulting and look at the different ways that we can explore it. So first of all, let's go into the first envelope, which is the declutter challenge. So inside the envelope, first of all, you're going to find an instruction sheet, and that explains the contents of the envelope and what we challenge you to do. So within this envelope, first of all, we've got a stencil to create a declutter 50 item spread in your journal. And as you can see, let me hold that there. This one's got 50 circles, and then the number 50, this is the middle for the 0 there. And as you declutter your 50 items, you can colour in these circles. You could even colour code it so that clothing is one colour, a house item is a different colour, or you could colour code it to sold, donated, recycled, just to see how you get rid of those items from your house. So this is the first item. This is our Declutter 50 stencil. The next thing we're going to challenge you to do is to actually start that decluttering process. So we've created a fold out that goes into your journal. This back page here you would glue into one of the pages so that you can access the whole thing. And it gives you a step-by-step guide of what you're going to do in order to use it. So step 1, pick 5 areas of your home that you're going to declutter. What we would suggest is that you pick something that has a defined purpose, part of a room, something like a wardrobe, a cupboard, a chest of drawers. Don't just say declutter your entire house, because that's too big of a thing in order to organise it properly. Step 2, I'm going to ask you to think about your goal. What do you want that area to do for you once it's done? So think about, if we were picking wardrobe, we want to create a space where all of your clothes can be stored safely and everything in it works for you. Step 3 is about picking your criteria. So again, using the wardrobe as an example, you want to pick 3 things that everything within your wardrobe should tick the boxes for. So it fits you, you love it, it's not broken, would be 3 examples. And then we're going to plan the space. So if you've got a double wardrobe, perhaps one side will be work clothes and one side would be casual clothes. One side could be tops and one side could be bottoms, whatever you think. And then step 5 is your checklist in order to go through to actually sort that area. So remove all the items, sort by your criteria. So does it meet those 3 criteria? Organise what's left and return it to the space. And the things that don't meet that criteria, that's then going on to the next step in our declutter challenge, which is organising the things that you have removed from the space. So we've created this sheet here, and you can create a spread like this, where you write in the middle box, which is, this is a sticker sheet, what is the focus area? So you would say wardrobe, and then everything that you are going to sell, donate, recycle or repair goes into the spread. So that whole thing will allow you to organise 5 sections of your home and hopefully declutter 50 items out of your home to be better used elsewhere or repaired. So that is our declutter challenge, which is the first envelope within the adulting box. Next envelope we're going to go to is our when did I last envelope. So this is really focusing on those repeating tasks that need to be done in your home. So again, we've got an instruction sheet that talks about what's in the envelope and what you're going to do in order to use the items in the envelope. So first thing, brainstorm all the tasks that you need to do on a monthly or quarterly basis. You can do this in your journal, you can do it on a scrap bit of paper. And once you have that list of tasks, you're then going to put them into these super easy sticker sheets. So these are both sticker sheets. So they've got an easy peel strip at the back. So you can pop them into your journal. So first of all, you've got your weekly task and you've got enough weeks here for 6 months. So you put your tasks here, you put the dates of the week across here, and then you can check them each time they're done. And then we've got our quarterly or bi-monthly tasks, and you put your task there, how often it needs to be done, and then the due dates can go here, and when they're done can go there. So it's a nice, easy way of tracking those repeating tasks. We've also got a nice sticker sheet here, which allows you to write those tasks and pop them into your weekly or monthly spread so that you know that you're going to get those done in that week. So it allows you to kind of schedule the tasks that you've put within your recurring tasks. Super easy sticker sheets. So this is our when did I last recurring tasks project, getting all of those boring adulting jobs scheduled and ticked off. So that's that one. And the last of the 3 projects is our money audit kit. So let's pull the items out of this. I've actually got 3 in here. You're going to have your instructions leaflet, which goes through the steps that you will need to take in order to complete your money audit. Now this one is the one that I'm most looking forward to doing. I think it could benefit anybody. So what we're going to do first of all is complete your money audit fold out spread, which is this one. So this is all about looking at those direct debits and standing orders that you've got coming out of your bank. What you're going to do first of all is go through your bank account and write down all of the recurring payments. So we're not talking about things that are one-offs, we're talking about repeating payments. So here you would put what the payment is, what date does it come out, have a look when it renews, when the contract renews, who the provider is and how much it is. What we've also given you here is room to write whether it is a set amount, so S for set or F for fluctuating. All the steps are on the front here. So once you've got all of your payments written down in this side of the spread, you would then go over to assess each payment. Is it something that you can switch? Is it something that you can cancel? Is it something that there's no change that you can, maybe if it's your mortgage and you've got another, I don't know, 2 years left on it, there's not anything you can do about it until the renewal date is up. So for now, you're leaving it as it is. Once you've gone through and assessed them all, you can then make changes. So as it shows you on the front, have a think about what the action is. Are you going to get a new provider? Are you going to cancel it as a direct debit that you don't need anymore? And you can then pop in what the new amount is. So if you've cancelled that direct debit, perhaps it's a subscription that you no longer use, your new amount would be 0. What you can then do once you've done all of that is add up your original total and then your new total, and it will show you how much money you've saved by going through the money audit process. So this is the first step. Once you've done that, you should know what are the set amounts coming out of your bank every month. And then you can think about that not set spending. So this is going to be things like food and entertainment and discretionary, clothes, all of the things that you stationery buy that aren't on set fixed payments. And what you can do is use this little notepad that we've created here to write down each week or each month what you bought, what the date was, and how much it costs. Keeping a track of your discretionary spend each week or each month. You can, in order to do this, we've also added in a little extra bulkier item, which is this. Let me show you. Get into it. This is a cash stuffing wallet. So you could either take the amount of money that you have left for discretionary spend and pop it in here and use all of that from cash. Or if you are not a cash girly, you're a direct debit girly, use this to store all your receipts throughout the month so that you can then go and transfer them to your where did all my money go spending pad. We've also added in a little something from another small business. So the Grumpy Tortoise is run by Linda. She's epic and she does some really nice stuff. And when we did this theme, it made me think of her straight away because it's definitely the sort of vibes that she has in a lot of her stuff. So we asked if she had an item that would work within the adulting concept, and she's made us this vinyl transfer which says that's enough adulting for today, and that transfer can go onto your envelope. There's all the instructions on how to do it in the envelope. I'll show you. Also, if you're not following Grumpy Tortoise, I would definitely suggest you go over and follow. So we've got a cute little business card from Linda, and then instructions on how to apply the vinyl, and then you've got your vinyl. So everything there in order to add it to your wallet, or you could pop it on the front of a journal, for example. Definitely go on a journal. This is going to be clear and it will transfer on. Isn't that cute? So yeah, go give the Grumpy Tortoise a follow on Instagram. Go check out the website. It's all on here. It's very cute. You can see all of the details here. So that goes with this. And then that's not all. Last but not least, we have got a savings super easy sticker sheet. So you can add this. It's adhesive. You remove this pilly back to your journal, and you can set yourself a savings goal. And now you know what your set payments are. Hopefully you've saved yourself a little bit of money and you're keeping track of your discretionary spend. Hopefully there's a little bit left over to go towards your saving goal every week or every month, and you can track that within your journal. So that is our money audit project. Let me just move all of this to one side. That's not all, there's more within this box. It keeps on going. Now, you know it wouldn't be an Daisy box without a font stencil. And we know you guys get very upset if we don't include an uppercase and a lowercase, which means that we have made sure that this font comes in both. So we've got an uppercase and a lowercase. That's your uppercase, that's your lowercase. Let me show you. So that's your uppercase font. And as always, the middles to those letters are at the bottom. And then we've got the lowercase and numbers. So 2 font stencils on top of all of that good stuff. Help you make your spreads. And we've got our Q2 planning package. So within this little envelope, you have got a super easy sticker sheet. So it's a full page sticker sheet in order to track 3 goals for the quarter, why you want to achieve them, and the steps that you need to take in order to make those happen. And then we've got theme planners for April, May and June. So these are super easy sticker sheets. You can write down the theme you're going to do in your journal, what fonts you're going to use, what colours you're going to use, what stencils, what washi tape, and then you've planned out your theme and you can make it really cohesive inside your journal. So that's the Q2 planner pack. But wait, there's even more. So we've got those 5 kits. We've got our vinyl transfer. We've got our cash stuffing wallet. But we've also got, what should I do first? A washi tape. So let me just open this up. So this washi tape is adorable. It is all in the adulting style. So it says, did the thing, I'm adulting hard, nailed it, I got this, and winging it. How cute is that? All in that lovely turquoise colour with the florals. I love the whole colour scheme and aesthetic of this box. I think it's beautiful. And that's not all. We've got one more thing, and this is from another small business who has made these for us, and they go perfectly with the box. Good. Don't want to waste the washi tape. So the last thing we've got is a set of 3 pencils. Ooh, just going to make them so that you can see. Out the packet. So the 3 pencils say, stick it on the later base. Today I will do all the things. And nope, not today. So depending on how you're feeling, you can pick a pencil that meets that vibe and you can use it. And they're in the beautiful colours of this box. So they go with everything else in the box. Hopefully you can see them getting a bit of flare off of the foil. And these are from the Pencil Nerd, who is a super cute business. Oh, I'm not going to show you the discount code because you can get the box and then you get the discount code. If you love pencils, especially these ones with really cute sayings on in loads of lovely colours, then the Pencil Nerd is for you, and you can get 10% off. And you've also got a little note paper if you could have some scribbles. Thank you to the small businesses that have taken part in this month's box. We really appreciate you, and it's been nice working with some other little collaborators just to add to the box. There's so much in it. It was sold out before we posted out to subscribers, so we don't have any left. But if you like what you're seeing and you think you'd like to be a subscriber for the big one for next quarter, we will be opening sign-ups. Where are we now? So we're 1st of March. It'll be from about the 3rd of April. We'll be opening sign-ups to the big one again. We'll definitely suggest you go sign up to our newsletter. So you can, I'll add the QR code to the screen. You can scan that and get on the newsletter list, and then we'll be able to let you know when we open up more slots. The theme for the next box will be coming very soon. And if you've made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing what's inside our quarterly box. Pop us a little adulting emoji of any sort to the comments. Maybe it's a money bag, maybe it's something to do with cleaning. Pop us a little emoji just to let us know that you've got to the end of the video, and let us know what you thought of this box. Are you looking forward to getting stuck in with it? Is there one particular project that speaks to you? And I will catch you all again very soon. Take care. Bye, bye, bye.